Hello there, I'm Martin from homebizguide.com. Thank you for subscribing to our Home Biz Strategy emails. By now you should have received your Home Business Plan template. It's available in both a PDF file and an Excel spreadsheet. To be honest, the easiest way to work with it is as an Excel spreadsheet. And today I've put together a quick video to take you through the process of compiling your own business plan. To start with, why bother? Why not just get started with your business? After all, you need to earn an income and there's no time to waste. Well, if you do so, your business will be rudderless. You won't know where you're going or how to actually design your business to achieve the highest income. Also, working on your own requires quite a lot of discipline, and a business plan is a good way to do this. The idea of a one-page business plan came to me some years ago when I was working as a consultant for a brewery. I was asked to put together a dashboard. A dashboard is a one-page document that summarizes all the key measures that show how well the business is doing. In the process, I realized that there is a huge advantage to fitting your thinking on a single page of paper. Many of the business plans I've done over the years ran to 15 or 20 pages, and to be honest, they ended up in somebody's bottom drawer. They were only referred to again a year later when the next business plan had to be compiled. So to me, for a home business in particular, a one-page business plan is a huge advantage. So here it is. When you open the business plan, you'll see that there are two tabs here at the bottom. The first is how to use, and this is the page we're on right now, which has some notes about each of the fields in the business plan and what we recommend you fill into this field. So we would start with how to complete the page, the vision, the mission, etc., down to the marketing plan, what the prime prospect is, what all the other elements of the marketing plan are, the revenue plan, cash flow, and so on. And what you can do is flick between the plan, which is on the next tab here, the vision to be the best looking or whatever provider of whatever services or products you're going to provide about a particular category or topic. Now, what on earth does that mean? You switch back to how to use, and it will have notes at the top of the set of notes about what you should be filling into this particular area of the sheet. So I prepared an example for you to illustrate how to go about filling out the business plan. This example is based on a garden maintenance service business in an area of San Francisco called Pleasant Hill. I chose it simply because the name sounded pretty good. Let's start with a vision. A vision, as the name suggests, is really about a picture, a mental picture you have of what it is you're trying to achieve with the business. In this example, to be the leading provider of garden maintenance services in the Pleasant Hill area. The mission is what we need to do to achieve that vision. In our case, our mission is to help people who are wanting to outsource their garden maintenance accomplish their goals. Notice how this is written from the perspective of your customers, not you. Our values: to be the garden maintainer of choice in the Pleasant Hill area. Then you fill out the values that are important to you in your business. In this particular example, to be the garden maintainer of choice in the Pleasant Hill area. So we want people to choose because of word of mouth, and to choose us because we're a better choice than anybody else. Next, move over to the right, and you'll see that we have objectives, specific objectives for the first 3 months. Firstly, customer measures. So our 3-month plan is to generate 12 unique customers per month and have 10 of those repeat into the second month and earn $120 per month from each customer. Next, our financial measures, which flow from those customer measures. A 3-month plan generating gross revenue of $5,920 at a profit of $5,280. And you will see how we arrived at this amount by doing our revenue plan, which is a little bit lower down on the spreadsheet. So what you generally would want to do is do the revenue plan first and then fill in the financial measures at the top. Next, we look at competition. So you need to do a bit of research on the competition in that area, and we've identified that there are 3 competitors, or 3 main competitors: Joe's Lawn Care, Garden King, and Jim's Mowing. Joe's Lawn Care is known for its expertise in doing lawns, but it's not very good at plant care and landscape gardening. Garden King is known to be quick and good at removing weeds, but that's about all. They're not very thorough, and they tend to cut corners. Jim's Mowing does lawns and is pretty well priced, but the weakness is that the business does lawns only and won't do gardens or landscaping or anything else. So you can see that by looking at the competition, we've identified some opportunities for ourselves. Next, we move on to the marketing plan. Starting with the prime prospect, and the definition of the prime prospect, you will see from the How to Use tab, is the submarket that has the highest probability of buying your product or service. So out of your target market, that narrow cross-section of people who are highly likely to be interested in what it is that you're providing. In this particular example, we've defined them as upper middle class families who have pride in their gardens but work long hours. So clearly they won't have the time available or wouldn't wish to spend their precious leisure time in their gardens doing maintenance type work. So a key insight from this prime prospect definition is that our target customers are seeking the ability to enjoy their gardens without having to spend scarce leisure hours maintaining them. Now we can use that insight, and we are going to use that insight to position our business in terms of its features, advantages, and benefits. Our feature is that we provide a complete garden service, including lawns, weeding, beds, pruning, planting, mulching, and fertilizing. The advantage of this, what is different about it, is that we are proactive rather than reactive in our gardening, improving, not just cutting and sweeping. What's in it for your customer? What is the key benefit that you're offering? A better looking garden than if they maintained it themselves. Next, we look at our pricing policy. This is the next element of marketing, which is extremely important. We have decided that we're going to price our service at a slight premium, but with unmatched value add. So we'll be slightly more expensive than our competitors, but we'll add much more value than any of them is able to do. Next, place or distribution. How do we actually provide the service to our customers? Well, to start with, we'll do so directly. And once the business is established, we aim to franchise it and have others using our brand name and extending our business into other areas adjacent to Pleasant Hill. Then promotion. We're budgeting $100 a month, and we're going to spend that initially in the local classified adverts on some promotional gifts like fridge magnets and shopping list stationery, little pads that people can write their shopping lists down on. And then we'll have printed material consisting of a one-page brochure or flyer that can be handed to people or dropped off in letterboxes. Public relations. We'll write some press releases for the local community newspaper, and then we'll also contact the local radio station and offer to do interviews with them on gardening topics in their gardening programs. The revenue plan flows from the customer plan we talked about above. And if you go to the bottom of this spreadsheet example, you'll see that our assumptions are $720 for the first month from 12 clients who we have on board generating revenue for us on average for half the month. So it takes us the whole month to get all 12 clients. So on average, we'll have each client with us and spending with us for half the month. The second month, we'll carry forward 10 clients from the previous month, plus $800 from new clients during the second month. And then the third month, the same principle is carried forward into the third month. So that gives us our 720, 2,000, and 3,200 for the third month that we're in business. We then project our costs, $100 for the first month, $220 in the second, $320 in the third, and that then will give us our margin, which when it's all added up, adds up to 5,920 profit. Gross revenue of 5,920 at a profit of 5,280. So you see how the revenue plan ties in with our financial objectives. Next, cash flow, and this is very important because the fact that we've charged our clients our monthly fee doesn't mean that we've put it into the bank. We need to collect it from them. So what we're assuming is that in the first month, whilst we are still getting up and running, we'll collect nothing. But in the second month, we'll collect all of our revenue from the first month. So our collections will be 720 and so on. Disbursements, we'll have to start paying out some of our suppliers before we've actually collected any of the money. So in the first month, that will be $30, second $170, and so on. Having done our revenue plan and our cash flow plan, we need also to do a weekly action plan. This will keep us on track and give us something to refer to every week so that we know what it is we need to do to be lined up to be able to launch in week 5. So our target date to launch this business is week 5. That gives us a month to plan the business and put everything we need to in place. In the first week, we're planning to identify market opportunities and define the business idea. The second week, develop the marketing mix and the unique value proposition. Then set up operational requirements, things like an office, equipment, stock, tools, and so on. And then write the marketing content and obtain the marketing materials, the flyer, the brochure, and so on. Finally, what we've found from our own personal experience is that the business plan is a very good place to keep your daily to-do list. The reason for this is that your to-do list is something that gets consulted every day and updated every day. And placing it here means that you will look at and think about your business plan every day. It gives you an opportunity to update it, and it means that it's a relevant living document rather than one that resides in the bottom of somebody's drawer. I hope you've found this video useful and helpful in filling out your business plan. If you have any questions, please use the contact form on our business site, homebizguide.com, and send us your questions, comments, and any suggestions for improving the business plan. We would really appreciate that. Thanks for listening and watching this video.